Bama, go. Go, Bama, Alabama, go. All respect to Southern University for this one. Alabama University. This is for you, sweetheart. Alabama all day. We're coming for the championship, baby. Let's go. Congratulations to mighty Alabama. Mighty result against University of Chattanooga. Oh, I love you guys. Mr. Jalen Mulrow, Jermaine Burton. A special dedication to Nick Saban. Oh, Alabama, let's go. Go, Bama, go. Go, Bama, go, Bama, go. Crimson Tide. Oh, yes, sir. Let's go. Afternoon, football lovers. I'm here to do the quick daily odd debrief recapitulation for all the events that took place in the world of college and pro football over this past weekend. And I would like to make sure I will give you guys a tip at the very end of the show. And sorry about that, folks. I got to make sure that you guys get your picks for Monday Night Football. I had to do this recording again. Previously, I messed up. There was a disconnection, but do not panic. I have a prediction for you guys for the night, a hot tip. Now, folks, to begin with the recapitulation, I'm gonna make this less than 15 minutes to avoid any nonsense. Actually, 20 minutes under. Let's begin with a recap for the weekend that took place in the mighty college football that we all love. When it comes to NCAA, that is. Michigan Wolverine, congratulations to Mr. Blake Corum, the sensational running back for Michigan Wolverines, achieving a magnificent result for all of us in college football, especially those of you like me who want to have Georgia dethroned. 31-24 is the scoreline. Blake Corum, folks, scored 2 touchdowns, 247 yards. Prediction for me was -7, -10 Wolverines. 95% chance that we're going to win this game, folks. Wolverines delivered 31-24 to go 11-0. The team that should be the rightful ranked number 1 in college football, but unfortunately due to weird politics, still being dogged out. And they did all this without Coach Jim Harbaugh being at the sideline. Respect to the Michigan Wolverines. Penn State, which I predicted by -14, -10, or even the W, would recover from their loss against Michigan Wolverines, and they bounced back proudly by defeating Rogers University 61. I'm sorry, folks. Scoreline was 27-6. Sometimes things happen for a reason, to make sure we get things right on the second try. And Penn State, respect to Drew Aller. I told you to mentally bounce back from this, and you did. Respect. And respect to Keandre Lambert Smith as well from Penn State. 27-6. Covering the spread, -14, -10 proudly. Respect to the University of Georgia, pound for pound, the big dog in the yard. You are my enemy, but I have to give you as your prop. 100% I believed Georgia was going to achieve their goal. And they did. Minus 10, minus 14 Georgia by beating the Tennessee Volunteers 38 to 10. You are really the number one team in the nation, minus the nonsense. And your quarterback, most importantly, Carson Beck, number 15, who replaced Bennett from last year. I thought Georgia was going to struggle, but this kid here, I have to give you a respect. So Carson Beck, whatever. Congratulations to Georgia by now going 11 and 0. In the Big 12, I told you guys in the Battle of Kansas State, 7 and 3 Jayhawks, 7 and 3 Kansas State Wildcats. Something would have to give in that game. Plus 10, plus 7, plus 3, with a 45% chance to win the game. The Jayhawks came through. Yes, they were defeated, folks, but the scoreline was only by 4 points. 31-27. Congratulations to the Jayhawks. And then we had the Texas Longhorns 26 to 16 by defeating Iowa to go 10 and 1, as I expect them to do in the Big 12. You are the Texas Longhorns, the almighty Longhorns. So I expected this victory from you guys, and you guys delivered. Minus 3, minus 7, 26 to 16, 10 points. They overachieved the minus 7 point spread that I predicted. And Quinn Ewers, respect. But when it comes to the games that really had me moving this weekend in college football, I picked two games in particular. I will start with the Florida Gators, who nearly beat Missouri. They lost 31 to 33, but it was by a field goal at the very end with 1 minute left on the clock. I was pulling for the Gators to win this game, but unfortunately they could not close it because of that defense who allow too much yardage when it comes to passes. So unfortunately the Gators faltered, but they did cover the spread I gave you guys, plus 11, plus 8, plus 3, or even a 20% chance to win the game. Congratulations to the Gators. You fought valiantly. Chin up. There is nothing to be ashamed of. You went to a tough place. A team who's ranked 9th in the nation to collect the victory would be impossible. Because you guys are 5 and 6 now, but you guys were 5 and 5 prior to the game. You did yourself proud. There's nothing to be ashamed of here. But folks, when it comes to college football, the game of the weekend, you don't believe me? Go watch it now. Louisville, the 10th ranked team in the nation, with a record of 9 and 1, who was now 10 and 1, defeated the almighty Miami Hurricane in their own backyard in Dade County, folks. 38 to 31. Louisville achieved their goal. I even warned you guys not to go with them on the spread or the over and under. Just a win would suffice. Louisville, Kentucky, the home of the great, the legend, Muhammad Ali. You guys did yourself proud. Cardinals, respect. Now I see why you guys are in the playoff, in the top 10th, top 9 team to win everything this year. I have to confess, I was not sure you guys could pull this off in Miami, because I was expecting the Hurricanes to go 7 and 4. Now with a record of 6 and 5, their season's technically over. Again, congratulations to Louisville Cardinals. Now moving on to the NFL, this is where I had an 80% record because a couple of teams messed up. You guys can go to the NFL score lines on your mobile, your phone. You can go on your computer and do it yourself, or check your TV, the NFL package if you have it. Whatever you guys do, however you ballin', that's your business. But I'm gonna give you the game I predicted to keep this short. I predicted for you guys Steelers, Brown, Chargers, Packers, Titans, Jaguars, as well as Jets and Bills, Vikings and Broncos. So let's begin with the Vikings and Broncos. The Broncos beat the Vikings 21-20 with 20 seconds left on the clock. Congratulations to Russell Wilson and the band. But the Vikings, you are the one I'm congratulating here for beating the spread. +7, +3. Or I did say Vikings could win this game, but Vikings, you did yourself proud. You lost only by 1 point. Chin up, nothing to be embarrassed about. Joshua Dobbs, chin up. And the Broncos defense, you kinda show up. So whatever. Jets and Bills. I expected a response from the Buffalo Bills. And you guys responded 32-6. Congratulations to the Bill Mafia, you did your part. But unfortunately, this result is meaningless. Why? I was waiting for teams like the Jaguars to lose, but I only got the Steelers. Jaguars won their game, therefore that nullified his victory. Even though you're back on track, that win is still because why? Now in the classification, the Chiefs are number 1, the Dolphins are number 2 because they beat the Raiders, and number 3 now is the Jacksonville Jaguars because why? They beat the Titans. Other scoreline: Cowboys beat the Panthers 32-10. Giants beat the Commanders 31-19. Lions beat the Bears 31-26, and the Texans beat Arizona 21-16. Moving on to the other scoreline here, we had the Steelers, the shocking loss, +3, +7 in the favor of the Steelers. On the spread, they won the game by losing 13-10. Steelers lost the game in the third and the fourth quarter. D.T. Robinson and Jaden Wilson from the Browns assisted in the Steelers' demise at losing this game at the dog pound. Now Cleveland is 7-3, 5-1 at home, and the Steelers are 500 away record. Now is stamp and sign, and now they are 6-4, same as the Bills. Again, congratulations to the Browns for beating the Steelers. I did not see that one coming. I was expecting the Pickett to Pickens show, but unfortunately, that's not what I got. So that brought me down now to 90%. And then after that, we had the Chargers against the Green Bay Packers, and the Packers beat them 23-20 at Lambeau Field. The Chargers have failed on my prediction, -1, -3, -7. I did put 80 to 90% chance the Chargers will win this game, and 10% went to the Packers, and they now are 4-6, 3-2 at home. Chargers are 2-3 away, and 4-6. They are out of the playoff. Why? You guys failed to do your job. But when it comes to the NFL, in the AFC division, to be specific, in the AFC, alphabetically AFC division, Jacksonville Jaguars, Mr. Fabio, number 16, Trevor Lawrence, Mr. Travis Etienne, sac passé cousin, even though you had a poor game. But the praise go to Calvin Riley, 7 catches, 100 yards, Jaguars, and 2 touchdowns. This young man is impressive. One of Trevor Lawrence's new weapon to throw to. Respect to the Jaguars. Now you are 7-3, 3-3 at home. And the Tennessee Titans, you guys have now the worst record in away teams in both college and pro football. 0-6 away. You guys need to sort this out. Folks, if you plan to bet on the Titans next weekend, If they are traveling away even to the poor abysmal team from Phoenix called Arizona Cardinals, pick the Cardinals over the Titans. They cannot win any games away. They're not good. They're horrendous when they're away from Nashville, Tennessee. Jaguars. I selected you guys to win this game -3, -7, -10. I said if you were not sure to go with the 100%, and the Jaguars did just that. 100% victory, zero doubts. And the Jaguars, I was expecting them to come back, and they did their thing. 34-14. Congratulations to the Jaguars. Respect. Now, before I close this presentation for the Daily Eye Debrief Recap, don't forget over the weekend we had also the UFC Fight Night 232. We had some boxing events as well, and I was disappointed in my favorite boxer, Shakur Stevenson. We discussed why is this? This young man failed to deliver in the main event, and if he was not for Manu Navarrete, I will reiterate this because I think I touched it on Friday, but the thing is I have to make sure this is drilled into the young boxer's head. Folks, I have to be honest with you guys. Now, when I do my prediction for boxing, I don't have to watch these shows where they show the boxer's life over the last 6 months, what they've been doing, how they've been training. You are a boxer. I expect you to train. I expect your diet to be spot on. I expect you to make weight. I will read about your current condition, and I will see you when you're at the weigh-in 24 hours before the fight. I was displeased. I was disgusted. Why? The belt that was stripped away from Devin Haney because he's fighting Prograis from New Orleans. This is the same belt that was strapped around the waist of Shakur Stevenson. Until they have a rematch, I am not convinced you earn to be champion at 135. Your performance, which I'm hearing now, was blamed on a poor left shoulder. You should have mentioned this before the fight. That was not mentioned. You promised there was going to be a knockout in your highlight reeled video documentary before the fight happened 2 months prior, even a month before the fight. I didn't get my technical knockout. I did not get my knockout. Therefore, I was disappointed. There should be a rematch immediately for this belt against the young man from where are you from again? What's his name again? I forgot the name of the main event fighter. The guy from Dominican Republic, De Los Santos. This guy deserved to get a rematch. Some people say you outscored. Even I watched the fight. Yes, you outpunched. This guy had total ring control for all 12 rounds. He was even marking you, and that irks me. Until you have a rematch for that belt, you're not supposed to get a fight against Ryan Garcia yet. You're not supposed to get a fight yet against Navarrete because you have to earn it. Even Navarrete have to refight the guy from Brazil, Conceição. So WBC, top rank, I demand a rematch. Now in the UFC, I promised you guys that you guys were going to be shocked this weekend. But not really for me. We had Brendan All and Allen, 27 years old, versus Paul Craig. And I told you guys Allen would win this match. And this match would have gone probably the full distance. In the third round, Allen rear naked choke Paul Craig, put him to sleep for the tap. 1, 2, 3, and he gave up again. 1, 2, 3 for the tap, and the young man lost. In the co-main event, I did not get my TKO, but however, I told you guys it would have been 100 to 80% technical knockout or a KO. Decision round 3. Morales from Ecuador is now 16-0, won the fight at 6'3" and 170 pounds. 80%. I kept my record in MMA 100%. And as for other results, don't forget this past weekend it was the inauguration of Formula One in the United States in Las Vegas. And Team Ferrari, this is for you now, Team Ferrari. I'm talking to you guys now before I close the show. All the hype over the weekend about Ferrari, and I watched the circuit testing event on Friday night. Oh, it was all hype. Ferrari dominated the circuit event testing, and Ferrari also dominated the qualification sequences where Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz finished first and second. Yes, it was a qualification. To find out, I made a wild prediction for the world. I said that Max Verstappen was going to win this race 100% on Saturday night. It came to pass. The Dutchman won the race. Not only him, embarrassing Ferrari with his teammate. First place went to Aston Martin slash Honda, Max Verstappen, as well as Mr. Perez from Mexico in the Las Vegas event. Folks, if you like Ferrari, it's about time they get new drivers. It is embarrassing to lose 8 races in a row to close a season and deliberately handing the trophy to Honda and Aston Martin. Lewis Hamilton, you too, you have failed. So congratulations to Maximilian Verstappen. And viva Las Vegas. And we out. Folks, I had to pause the music for a second before I close the show. Don't forget, it's my mistake. I made a little mistake, and please grab your pen and paper. Write this one down for Monday Night Football. I forgot to put this before I close the show. Don't forget tonight to go with the Philadelphia Eagles, folks. Tonight, the Eagles, folks. All right, Eagles versus Chief. I want you guys to go +7, +4, 80 to 90% Philadelphia. Eagles, Eagles, Eagles. Don't forget they play tonight against the Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Ignore all the props they're gonna give you guys, folks. Money line, try to avoid that, please, because why? They're playing the defending reigning champion of the world. You don't want to be shocked if the Kansas City Chiefs beat them by -2 now, all right? So you pick the Eagles to win this game 80 to 90%. +7 Philadelphia, +4 Philadelphia, and that's it. And put the money on Philly on the spread. Avoid the over and under. Please avoid the money line. Do not trust the Eagles all the way, but when it comes to 80 90%, +7, +4, and if they're going to win this game, they're going to win on the underdog tip. +7, +4, folks, and that's all I have. My apologies. Now I'm going to close the show now. Have a nice day, folks, and enjoy your week.